powerful for for the business to grow. So yeah, they need to think about it and try to connect more in that way, in that area. So yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
Now, is there any brands that you see yourself working with kind of this year? If you would have a goal of a brand that you would want to work with, what would that brand be, and why do you pick that brand to be a goal to work with them?
Okay. I think I would love to work with maybe brands like H&M. H&M. I think
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
saying it.
H&M. Yeah. Yep.
H&M and um Shein. I
She.
like clothes from Shein. So
Okay.
yeah, I
All
think
right.
I'll try to be working with them.
Okay.
And yeah, I do. I think I'm not going so far like on my my vision, but
Oh.
I think that brands are like my used to for my clothes, for my closet. So yeah, I think I really want to work with them because there are brands that I really use. So
Right.
think, yeah, that's why I want to work with them because I really enjoy their products. So yeah, I just want to make more videos or more content with from them.
All right, how are my BEM experts doing? My brand experts, marketing experts doing? We are another episode of Brands Experts podcast with our great guest. First time having a influencer on a podcast, so we'd like to, congratulate her from coming on, and for all the things that she's doing with inside the influencer space. Her name is Marian. We'll have her introduce herself and let everybody know exactly what she does.
Hi all. I'm Marian Gastelum. I'm 22 years old. I'm a UGC creator here in Mexico. I'm a student. I'm a university student. I'm studying business administration here in my city, Los Mochis, Sinaloa, and I'm a makeup artist. And actually, I do love to a lot of videos on my social media. So yeah, I use TikTok, Instagram, and I like to create content for any brands that reach to me. So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So we want to thank you for that, all the work you're doing with the UGC stuff, coming on from Mexico, first, influencer, brand expert that we have from the great country of Mexico. So I thank you for that. Yeah, I should be going out there for the first time this year. Coming up here, I think next month. So that should be pretty cool to, experience that for the first time. How do you like Mexico?
I
What do you?
really love Mexico. I mean, I recommend it. Or I mean, it's my country, but I
Right.
think there's a lot of places to visit and to go, and there's a lot of culture and food and people that they're amazing. So yeah, I do
Okay.
recommend it.
Okay, Mexico. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, let's get into as far as UGC goes. How long have you been a influencer content creator?
Well, I've been doing this since, well, I have been doing this like a lot of time, like my TikTok and my Instagram, but I'm a UGC creator. I'm just doing since June 2023. So yeah, like maybe a few months, but yeah, I'm really excited because I've been doing this like for like the past months, but I'm doing so great. Like I think I'm doing great with my videos and my content. So yeah, I do like to make content for my two TikTok accounts and my Instagram. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Okay, for sure, for sure. I know we're in the beginning of the video and or the interview, and then we'll get to it again at the backside of the interview. But if people are looking to where to find you, to see your content that you have created, where are some of the places that they can find you? Like, some of the handles, some of the account handles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's perfect. But yeah, and yeah, I think the I don't know if you want me to introduce what is UGC.
Oh
I
no, I,
mean,
I no, I do, but I was saying, what are the handles? Like when somebody's searching you on like a TikTok or Instagram, where could they
oh,
find you if they want to see your, your content?
Oh yeah, you can find me on TikTok as Marian Gastelum, and my Instagram is the same user, Marian Gastelum, and yeah, on TikTok I have my UGC account as Marian Gastelum UGC, and that's all. Yeah, you can
Okay.
go over there. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Now, what you were talking about, we were going to get
Yeah.
to that because some people don't know what UGC is. They're just, they've heard it, but they don't know exactly what it is. So if you can kind of break that down for the audience so they can understand what UGC is.
That's perfect. I can do describe it because sometimes people confuse it a little bit with with the influencers. I mean with the influencers that have a lot of followers, but when you are a UGC creator, you don't need to have a lot of like all that in numbers of followers. So you're like a normal person, So
Right.
yeah, you can be a normal person with one follower and you can still be a UGC creator. A UGC creator means user generated content, no? So that's the any content that a person can do, like including videos, pictures, reviews created by people like me, and rather than influencers that has a lot of followers, So that means UGC creator.
Okay, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody, with the internet, there's so many possibilities, right? Social media and things like that, and somebody wants to get started. How would you recommend they get the skill set or learn how to be a UGC creator?
I mean, I start doing I the first the first step I did when I started doing this was getting into my TikTok, and I start watching a lot of videos from girls that they were doing the GUC community. So they are really a help. Really, they're so helpful in the GGC community because when you look on TikTok, the UGC and all of that, creators, you can see a lot of videos and maybe like tutorials to start doing this. So yeah, they're really helpful and useful to start your journey as a GGC. So yeah, you can start making, maybe I start with Fiverr. That's really I really use as some I mean, it's really an amazing app because it's a freelancer app for creators like us. So yeah, and you can start doing on TikTok or Instagram or Fiverr of any apps like works like that. So yeah, I recommend that. Really recommend create your portfolio so you can help you to get to the brands and create collaborations with them. So yeah.
Okay, for sure. No, you really broke it down how to do that, how to reach out and just get started, watch videos. I think because a lot of times what happens is, a lot of people when they start something, they're so focused on the problem and they don't want to get started. And it's like they're thinking like, you need this many followers or someone's going to say no to you. But it's like the no's are part of the process. Whenever you're trying to achieve something that's great, it's like, I like to view it like there's a mountain you're going to have to climb to get there. You don't know how big or tall it is. It's a little unknown. But once you start climbing, you start to kind of learn things as you go up. You start to, gain resources, gain a better network, a community, and things get a lot easier as time goes on because your experience and the fact that you just got started and stay consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I was really nervous when I got started because I was when I made my first collab, I was like, no, it's really that's I don't know. I was really nervous to deliver the order, So I was
Right.
like, no, I can do it. I can do it. But I was so nervous because I was like, maybe the brand doesn't like it. Maybe the brand will tell me this and that. But no, you need just to start doing it and you need to feel confident when you're doing it. So yeah, that's the purpose of this. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So I really recommend it.
For sure. We're glad you enjoy it and we're glad you become an expert in creating UGC because there's so many people that are going to watch this because this is timeless. It's going to kind of be here forever. And, you got to think about the little girls, the little boys that are, because there's a study that said like I don't know, like a big percentage of the world doesn't even have internet yet, but that are going to watch this and say, I can do it. And then you're going to spark that belief in them that they can actually do something and create something great. So just being brave enough to do it. Like you say, you delivered that order, you did your thing. And, here you are, you're able to be a role model for so many people. Like we just kind of take the internet for granted, but there's people right now that have discovered your page and your content for the first time. And they're looking at it and they're saying that they can grow up and be like you, be brave like you.
Yes, because if I can do it, they can do it because I'm a normal person and I'm doing it, and we can do it, they can do it. So yeah,
Right.
that's
For
yeah.
sure. For sure. So when we talk about the collabs that you do, let's get into what you actually like doing. Like, there's so many different brands and directions we can go with this. But, what do you like, fashion more, or do you like other things? Like what do you like the most?
I'm really enjoying doing videos for fashion clothes brands, yeah, for fashion brands, because I love dresses. I love clothes,
Okay.
so
Right.
I really like to use the clothes and post pictures of or take videos of that. And
Hmm.
I do use the clothes. So I'm not like only like, oh, I'm gonna use it for a video in the picture. No, I use it like real for myself, so
Right.
yeah.
Hmm.
I do enjoy doing fashion brands, the collaborations, and actually I did one uh, like 2 weeks ago from to an app called Shopee. I don't know if you hear about it.
No, Shopee.
Shopee.
No, no, we got to talk about that. But okay. So let's
Right.
talk about the collab first, and then we'll talk about the app a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I made some videos for some brands, and I really enjoy doing it because I think I feel more like I get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I get more experience and get to put more on my portfolio. So yeah, it helps a lot to create more um collaborations with different brands. So yeah, um yes.
For sure, for sure. No, I mean, and that is good that you know your sweet spot, the area that you like the most, as far as, you talk about clothes. Clothes are great because, it's like it's a way for us to express ourselves, like when we wear different things. Like I like to wear a lot of this business attire. It's very comfortable for me. I kind of, feel like I'm in my element. And like you got the flowers on, like more of an
I love
elegant piece.
clothes like this. So yeah.
Right. And so it's just a way for us to express ourselves. And so you knowing that clothes are a way that you like to kind of tie into what you do is really good. Now, this is something very interesting. And as a, influencer and content creator doing UGC, we wanted to know, when it comes to niching down, some people say it's very important to do it. Some people say it's not. But from your perspective, do you think it's important to niche down? Like, for example, if you wanted to work with, a tech company reviewing some technology, or then you could work with a fashion company. Like, do you more see yourself as a open to, hearing about different ideas about the brands you want to work with?
Yes. I mean, I can work with different type of brands or yeah companies, but I think you need to focus on what do you want to do, not only to whatever brands is reaching out to me. No, you need to focus on what you like and what you are gonna be honest talking about. Like
Right.
it's not USC is not only for like being false or being um yeah like a liar talking to a camera. No, is being honest about I like this because I like this. So yeah, I think you need to focus on what you like to work on brands that are close to your niche. Yeah, I
Right.
think it's yeah.
Makes sense. For sure. For sure.
Hmm.
Now, when it comes to tech, right? Because obviously you're making the videos. right? And you're doing things, you're creating the content. But when it comes for, editing, that's a big thing for people because, you're filming it, but you're kind of creating that story with what the content you're creating. So what are some apps that you like using as some tech apps for editing this content to really, put your stuff together, your content?
What apps I use? The principal app is CapCut. Have you
Okay.
heard yet?
I
Okay,
heard of
CapCut.
CapCut. Okay.
Yeah. I really enjoy that app because I use it for personal use and for work use. So yeah, CapCut, and for editing my pictures, I use sometimes Lightroom or
Okay.
only my iPhone. I have an iPhone 13 and it's really good for for filming and taking pictures. So I use that too. And yeah, CapCut. And when I send my stuff to the brands, um I use WeTransfer. So yeah, it's really useful because you can send all the videos and pictures from your cell phone to the laptop. So yeah, that's the only that I think I use only 3, 4 apps for that. But yeah, they're so useful.
For sure. No, that's really good. That you put those in because a lot of people, they're thinking that they're gonna make their content, it's not gonna look good. But to know that you can have these apps and you can learn how to use them is a good thing. Now, with using these apps for editing, have you found a lot of helpful videos as far as training for these on places like YouTube to get, better with using these apps?
Yes, yes, actually. When I don't know how to use when one time I need to put my face like this, no, my face over a video, and I
Right.
will overlay my video, and I was like, how I do it? Because I was I was a beginner, so I couldn't do it. So yeah, I just search a video on YouTube, and that's all. So yeah, it's really useful to search videos, tutorials, or maybe on the same app they have videos for helping you. So yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And that's good that you have that mindset to always want to grow and learn about it because where a lot of people kind of get stuck is they're doing something and then they stop learning. But what they have to realize is technology is always growing, the world is always growing. So if you're continuing to learn and continue to try different things as far as learning and growing, the world starts to open up to you in a different way on another layer.
Yes, yeah, it is, and it's true because you start doing something for yourself, something that you like doing it. So yeah, it's I think it's my purpose of my in my life. Like I told you, I'm gonna do a mobility. I'm gonna go to live to Spain next this really soon. So
Right.
yeah, I'm doing it because I really enjoy to travel. I really
Hmm.
enjoy to make videos. I really enjoy to create content on my social media. So yeah, I'm just doing it for myself. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow, okay. So you're going to Spain. So as far as Spain goes and being out there, congratulations on that big accomplishment. Going to a new world, so creating a lot of experiences, going to be creating new relationships, meeting people that you may have never met unless you were going there, get to try a lot of new food. And yeah, I mean, we want to have another interview while you're out there to kind of get to experience that a little bit. Tell us about some of your favorite restaurants and
Okay. Yes.
yeah, some of the things you like to do. Now, as far as going out there as a UGC creator, do you want to continue doing UGC while you're out there?
Yes. Yes. I really, like I told you, I really enjoy it doing it. So I'm not gonna stop because I just started like a few months, you know, and I just want to keep moving, keep doing it, and see what will come for me. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm
for
gonna keep
sure.
doing it. Yeah.
We're glad you're going to continue that because we're going to be doing something as far as with merch pretty soon. We had a merch store before, but we've been more focusing on building the brand itself. So we're going to be doing some great stuff with that. So shirts, hoodies, other pieces. So we're going to be putting that together. Now, as far as when it comes to clothes, do you wear leisure stuff like that, like hoodies, t-shirts?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I do wear hoodies, and well, we say here in Mexico we say pants when it's all the all the set. hoodies
Okay.
with your, but we
Okay.
say, oh, I'm using a pants, So
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, I love to use pants. So yeah, I do. I really, I do it. I really do use that. But here in Mexico, I mean, here my city is really hot, so I'm not used to to use weather cold clothes.
Right.
But yeah, I really like it.
For sure. For sure. Okay. That's pretty cool. So we'll make sure when we launch that like I say, check some of the stuff out, be a part of what we're doing as far as that goes, because marketing is so huge and something that definitely needs to be talked about. A lot of people don't understand that, how big marketing is. And it's kind of, what's cool about you being a UGC creator is you're actually growing in the marketing space and the personal branding space at the same time. And you get to experience some really cool stuff. So, that's why we really believe UGC in the next 5 years, we see so much growth potential because there's so many brands that have started, restaurants that are open up, food trucks, experience brands, but a lot of them don't have any content of anybody experiencing this stuff.
And
So
and marketing is really powerful. So yeah,
yes,
that
yes,
is really powerful for for the business to grow. So yeah, they need to think about it and try to connect more in that way in that area. So yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
Now, is there any brands that you see yourself working with kind of this year? If you would have a goal of a brand that you would want to work with, what would that brand be, and why do you pick that brand to be a goal to work with them?
Okay. I think I would love to work with maybe brands like H&M. H&M. I think
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying it.
H&M. Yeah, yep.
H&M and um Shein. I
She.
like clothes from Shein. So
Okay.
yeah, I
All
think
right.
I'll try to be working with them.
Okay.
And yeah, I do. I think I'm not going so far like on my my vision, but
Oh.
I think that brands are like my used to for my clothes, for my closet. So yeah, I think I really want to work with them because there are brands that I really use. So
Right.
yeah, yeah, that's why I want to work with them because I really enjoy their products. So yeah, I just want to make more videos or more content with from them.
Okay. So shout out to Sheen. Well, Sheen and H&M, even though she said H&M first. Shout out to Sheen and H&M for being brands that she uses, that Marianne, really enjoys, that, she supports what they're doing. So they must be doing something right if she's has those as goals. But we want to also let people know, which we know you already know this too, is that you set a goal, right? Let's say these brands are a 10 for you, but you might work with a brand that's, let's say, would be a 3 for you or a 2 for you. It's like as you're on your way there, like that's at the top of the stairs or the ladder, and you might, work with other brands and people along the way, and then you'll eventually get there. So it's like, don't, a lot of people get discouraged when they're not getting that goal immediately. But, it's good to have one. It really is good to have one. So what do you think, if people are setting a big goal, but they're discouraged because they're not hitting it, and then they think about giving up? What would you say to them? Because being an entrepreneur, because UGC creator, you're an entrepreneur, you're investing into a personal brand. There's times where, I call it the clouds. The clouds come in and then we get discouraged. We think it might not work. So what would you think? What would you say to somebody that's thinking that things aren't working because they're not getting the piece of the goal that they want immediately?
Yeah, I will say that you need to keep going because you the successful is oh, it will be that the last step. So you need
Yeah.
to keep working and keep trying because if you're not doing well in the beginning, it's not because you don't know how to do it or you don't know, oh, you're not used for that. No, 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 you need to keep working and keep preparing. You need to keep, yeah, like I mean, I'm in in a group with more UGC creators, and I really try to connect with them on my WhatsApp and my Instagram, and they really helpful for me because I talk with them and they give me tips and I give them tips, so we're helping each other. That's why the UGC is a really a big community, because we help each other's for to grow ourselves. Everyone is growing, so you need to keep continue if you want to see your like more goals, if you want to keep getting to more brands. No, because you were not doing the first collaboration good, you're gonna be like, oh no, I need to stop. No, you need to keep continue. So I'll be saying to them that yes, they are need to keep moving and keep preparing for like their portfolio and their experience, and contact more brands. So yeah,
For
that's
sure.
all.
No, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that you put it that way, because people don't understand, that haven't done it, that are, just going to work and coming home. Like, betting on yourself is really hard. Like, it's one of the hardest things to ever do. And because, like, when you go to work, you have, if you don't go, you'll get emails or phone calls like, hey, why are you not coming to work? Somebody will eventually might come to your house, like, see what's going on. But as being an entrepreneur, as being a creator, as being a personal brand owner, like, it's you. And yeah, you might eventually get an assistant, but that's on you. You have to pay them. You have to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. It's a big responsibility, and it may, be scary at times, but the light that is at the end of the tunnel, it is worth it. And even when you're in the middle of the tunnel going, because there's always another light and there's always another tunnel. Like, it's never over. So no matter how dark it might seem, there is a light. You just got to keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, another way to the vision that you have. So yeah, and yes, like you say, being um a owner of your business, entrepreneur, is really difficult. I mean, I think it's harder than being uh only be working in an office. It's really, I mean, both jobs are difficult,
Mhm.
but they have their difficulty. So yeah, you there. Yes, like you said, is there's always a way to get to your vision and your goal. So yeah.
No, for sure. And we see just so much other opportunities that people don't understand that there is with being a UGC creator. Now, when it comes to being a UGC creator, you're doing a podcast now. Is this your first time doing a podcast interview?
Yes, it is. It is my first time, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous. I
Okay.
don't know if you're noticed, but yes, I'm a
Uh,
little bit nervous.
yeah,
But
actually,
yeah,
okay.
what?
No, I was gonna say you're actually doing really good, and it's like I wouldn't have guessed that this was your first time doing a podcast interview. But that's something that people can also understand too, is there's so many different ways to market and grow your brand as a UGC creator, like doing your own podcast or getting on others, interviewing, getting on panels, when brands do premieres, when they know you can have spoken before, they can, put you on a panel to talk about the brand, to talk about the feel of it, to public speak about being a creator, because now your voice is out there as somebody that creates. So it creates opportunities with, using your voice. So a lot of people don't even understand that there's so much other revenue streams, right? Streams of income that can come from you being a UGC creator. And that's something that I want to talk to you about, because yes, you can make the UGC, but you can also train on how to get in the industry. You can also speak. You can also do podcasts. You can also do panels. You can also publicly speak. So is that something, as you are a UGC creator, that you would look to other opportunities, as far as not just creating the UGC, but actually the other, areas that you can get into as far as in the business?
Yes. I'm actually it's one of my goals. I mean, I'm studying a business administration. It really helps with that too. And I'm a makeup artist. I don't know if I told you,
Oh,
but
no, no.
okay, I'm a makeup artist here in
Oh,
my
wow.
city. So
Okay.
I really I enjoy doing makeup too, not only fashion, but I do
Okay.
enjoy doing makeup. So I always talking with people and I always speaking a lot. Actually, my friends and my family always say to me like, "Oh, Marianne, you talk too much."
All right.
I really talk too much. I mean, I'm
No.
always talking and talking. But yeah, my English is not like the perfect English, but I try to learn it and practice and improve my English so I can get to that goal because I would like to keep doing this like being on in your podcast
Oh yeah.
it's wonderful. I mean, I've
Oh,
never
thank
been
you.
so yeah, thank you for having me. So
No, for
yeah,
sure. No, I'm glad that you feel that way. This is something that I learned from somebody named David Shantz. He does something called the Social Proof Podcast, but he had an episode, I think it was in 2022, that just really went into why it was so important to have a podcast because your voice is something that can instantly travel around the world. And
yes,
so, and once he broke that down to me, that made me think like, you need to think about what you're an expert at, learn how to communicate that, and be kind of projecting that to the world every single day because, it's just so important to do that. So I really took those words in and, knew I loved marketing. That was something I always loved because no matter how great something is, if you don't know about it, like if no one knows about it, then what is it going to do? That's why people will reach out to creators like yourself to be able to make the content about it or do a marketing piece, do a commercial, whatever it may be. Like marketing really in a lot of different ways makes the world go round because no matter what it is, no matter how great it is, you need to know about it. The others need to know about what you're doing.
yes, you have all the yeah, you're saying that really correct because
Hmm.
yes, marketing like you said is really powerful and your voice is powerful too because these videos and this podcast is going to be staying here in on the social media, so people is going to be they're going to be watching it and they're going to be hearing our voices and our words, so yes, it's really it's powerful, so yeah.
No, for sure. And that's where, like I say, I want people to know that's doing UGC, that's looking at creating content or whatever it is, that don't just look to just making the content like your only thing. Like let people know what you do, because as time goes on, as years go on, someone's gonna hit Mariana up as time goes on, from this interview and say, hey, we want you to, do a modeling shoot and we're having a big event and wherever it may be and we want you to come interview for it. And she might have multiple jobs at the event, hosting because they know that she's a good communicator, and now giving some advice on what they should do and things like that, because she stepped out of her comfort zone. Like, do not be afraid of getting out of your comfort zone because there's so much other things you can build on top of what you're doing.
Yes, it is true. I mean, when you told me about the invitation to your podcast, I was like, oh, I don't know, not because I don't I didn't want to. No, it's not that, but I was nervous because it was my first
Yeah.
interview. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't know if I'm ready for this. But like you
Mhm.
said, we need to get out of or some your comfort zone. So yeah. It is
All right.
it is true what you're saying. So
All
yeah,
right.
thank you. So
For sure, for sure. I mean, how I feel is like every person is unique. Like you have to experience people to kind of see what's going on. And it's like, once that happens, if things, go in a good way, you feel more comfortable about doing the next thing because you never know how somebody is or how they can open your perspective to look at things differently and to kind of grow in a different way. And so that's why I love talking to people from around the world, people that people might feel that they don't deserve to have a voice for whatever the reason. Some people don't like to talk to people with accents or different things like that. But, what I want to do is open the world up to know that if someone has an accent, if somebody's growing in a different way, like there's nothing wrong with that. We're all growing and learning differently and at a different place. And just because you're great at this but not great at that does not mean your voice does not need to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard because you're an expert at something, and we need to talk about that.
Yes, yes, it's true, and yeah, because I mean, you invite me, and I have an accent. I'm from Mexico, and you
Yeah.
maybe yeah, like they can hear my voice too because I'm a person and I'm an expert, like I said. So yeah.
Yes, yes, I love it. I want people to know. A lot of people, some people shy away from the word expert, but I want people to know that if you know how to do something, you're an expert, right? We believe you're an expert UGC creator because you actually know how to do it. You know how to create income from it, and you know how to teach people how to do it. That's what we were doing this whole time. You were showing your expertise. And
Hmm.
that right there is enough for somebody to get started because they can take this, keep listening to it over and over, and they can actually get their career in UGC started just from watching this video. So we think that's really important. We want to talk about as well, right, as being a creator. We know being a creator in 2024 it can get distracting because you might get opportunities presented to you that might not be something that is in your alignment with your beliefs, right? Because there's a lot of other things that are out there in today's world. If you were talking to somebody that was presenting something that, financially was a good position, but it wasn't in alignment with their morals, what would you tell them to do in that situation?
Um, I mean, keep focus on what they want to be doing it. I mean, not only get to the maybe I'll get more money with this collab. No, no, just keep like focus like I said before, like focus on what you want and what you believe. Not only doing it for your, like you said, for your income. Only that. No, you need to focus on what you're doing. So
Right.
yeah, I would say that. So yes.
For sure. No, I believe that is really a very important thing to really think about and know about. Like, don't just, get confused with what's in front of you. Think long term, like you're going to school for business administration and you're doing UGC at the same time. So it's like, I mean, there's so many opportunities with business administration, with understanding business, and also creating content. So, you get to combine those worlds, which is an
Yes.
incredible opportunity. But, some people, if they're taking the wrong opportunities, it can mess their social accounts up. It might, turn off companies that might want to work with you. It might turn off future collaboration. So just think long term, like in today's internet world, it's not the internet world of 20 years ago. Like there's screenshots, there's blog sites, there's a lot of different stuff. And so just know whatever you do, plan on it being there forever and be genuine about what you do.
Yes, keep doing it. Keep it being really honest with you. I mean, honest and real. So
For
yes.
sure. For sure. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Because like I said, you've been here and like I said, you understand the business really good. And you're just really good at what you do. So we want to thank you for that. If somebody wants to get going, but they're nervous, they're afraid, they just don't think they can do it, what are some words of wisdom that you could provide to them that can help them get over that hump, get going, and start seeing the world of a successful UGC creator?
I mean, there's only one life, so
Yeah,
keep doing what you want to do, and I mean, try to enjoy your life, do it what you want to do and what you love to do. So yeah, just try to keep thinking. I mean, don't go only like, oh, maybe if I'm looking to influencers. I was like this one time, no. I watched videos and I was following only like influencers, people with a lot of followers, and I was like, maybe I can do it because I don't have this much followers. So no, just keep doing what you want to do, what you think is best for you, and being honest with you, so that yeah, that's the purpose of life. I mean, doing what you like to do and what you enjoy to do.
for sure. And it's good that you got started. So, hey, do what you love to do, enjoy doing something like, and you'll be successful over the long run. You know, there's something I've been studying recently. It's called the law of reciprocity, and it says do something good with no intentions of getting anything, even if you got to pay for it,
Yeah.
because as in the bigger picture, it's all worth it because you were genuine, and so there's somebody that will be genuine for you. But if you're not looking at it like that, then it'll be hard. Like you were looking at it like I'm gonna be a genuine creator. I'm gonna start this
Mhm.
like and now like you actually have done it. You actually have content. Like so now if somebody asks what work have you done for who, you actually have clients. You can say I've done this project, I've done that project, I'm looking to do this. Let me know how you feel about that. This is what I can do. These, you know, you could send them clips from this interview. There's so many different stuff that you have you can do just because you actually were brave enough to do it. So yeah, just be brave and do what you love. That's the number one thing I really believe because I've done different companies. I had cleaning company. I did that 2 times. Sold clothes. Uh, did a lot of different things. Growing up, I used to cut grass. I used to sell candy. You know, just trying so many different things. But doing what you love, like what you said, is really, I think, one of the most vital pieces of entrepreneurship and just doing anything. Because when you don't do what you love, what will end up happening is you'll actually start like the days won't feel special anymore. You just kind of feel like you're just going through the motions.
Yeah, going to like, oh, I'm going to work and I don't like my work. And no, you need to love what you're doing so you
Yes.
can keep moving and keep doing something with purpose. So yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
No, for sure. It's the best with anything. Like you can be at the best place in the world, but if you're around people that you don't love or enjoy being around, you won't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's really important. But if it's your family, your mom, your sister, somebody like that, you could be at the worst place in the world, but happy you're with them. So it's kind of, crazy thing to think about, but do what you love, be around the people that you love being around, and, go after your goals, believe in it, and, you'll do it. So we're so proud to have you as setting a high standard for Mexico. Somewhere, like I say, I've never been. I'm gonna be going there. Actually, it's what is the city? Is Tecate. That's the city.
Okay, okay,
I don't
okay.
know if you've been there before, but
No, I've never been there, but some friends yeah that. So yeah, there is nice too. So,
okay.
but I recommend you to come to my city.
For
You're
sure,
welcome.
yeah, most definitely want to, hit a great place that you, put a great highlight on one day for sure. So we like to, thank you for coming on. Welcome you back as, when you get to Spain before or after, wherever we can get that done. We want to see Spain from your point of view, to talk
Yes.
about how it is, to talk about different things out there. And like I said, continue to collab, continue to build, and you continue to move up to the highest levels of being an expert in the world of UGC because it is an incredible space for marketing, for brand building, and you're really connecting brands to the world. So we want to thank you for doing what you're doing.
Okay, thank you. I'm perfect. I would like to do that. So yeah, thank you for having me and thank you, yeah, for inviting me. So
Okay, for sure. And one more thing, when we're at the end, people, got all this value and all this information. They need to know where to find you online. Let them know different places they can find you, where they can find your gig on Fiverr, where they can find you different places online. Let them know the places they can find you.
okay, you can find me on Instagram as Marian Gasdias. My Instagram is Marian Gasdias. My TikTok is the same, Marian Gasdias. And my Fiverr is Marian Gastelum. So yeah, you can find me on in my Instagram. I have the link to get to my Fiverr. So yeah, just
Awesome.
that. Mhm.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for being the first UGC creator on. Thank you for coming to the interview, getting out of your comfort zone. This is not going to be your last podcast interview of 2024. You're going to do so much and be seen so many different places. And yeah, this is a great way to kick it off around and to be the first one that you're doing and trusting us to represent yourself and your brand correctly and on an expert level.
Okay, thank you. Thank you a lot, James.
All right. Thank you. All right.